real quick. And that's what we were doing last night when we were filming. So, this is a
Joe, you doing it too?
good.
This is a little teaching lesson. Did you get through?
Okay, so right now I just brought in that one camera there. And last night, that's what we did with you. We brought in one camera and we were streaming it. But we were streaming it to another
Can you
network.
see?
So now we're going to bring in this internal camera.
Yeah.
Okay. So where we can do commentary on that internal camera. Basically, meaning that we can switch it back out. So right now we got this camera here. It's the one built onto the laptop, and then the other cameras we can bring in. Why are you going to do that? Because just like at a sporting event, some guy's commentating, right? Say, hey, look at him, he got the swag, and then I can merge it over. Like, oh, he got the swag, check him out, and I can sit there and merge it over, right?
I see the light off because I see that lamp right there.
And
That may help.
so as you talking, you be able to merge it over or stuff like that, right? Because you commentary, right? So like, and I can switch it like that, or I can turn around and do a zoom cube. Cube says switching with a cube there.
Okay, and it goes to that one, and that one goes to that one.
So that's why. But we can bring in multiple cameras, right?
How many? What you got? 4 or 5?
You can bring 4 or 5 depending
That's
on how.
standard for a
to
major
switch it.
studio.
Yeah.
Like 4, right? Standard.
Yeah,
So-
they're switching over here and stuff for the different cameras.
Yeah.
Lamada sits up here and he'll set it. We
Totally.
had this all going the other day.
Definitely. So, but on the other end, we have unlimited. See, here's the thing. When you're in a room, you're limited, right? I'm doing a concert. I can only put so many people in the concert in the room, right?
Exactly.
The thing about this is unlimited. I can reach people in Africa, different countries, and all that. I'll show you more about that in a few seconds. But because we're unlimited, that means unlimited money, right? The more people you can reach in other places and stuff throughout the world. So you ain't just got to bring somebody here to watch you here in Las Vegas, especially right now. So basically, you taking this to the world. The world is not coming to you.
Into the living room.
Right, to the living room right now and stuff. And that's the difference. Nowadays, most people are at home, we can't go anywhere. Even if I'm a major artist, I still can't go on tour because you can't have so many people at the venue. So it's not worth me going out on a tour.
And the venue's
Right.
going to lose on money. So
Right. But you could bring an artist like, let's say the game. I can, one of the big artists, and stream it from right here. Think about this. I mean, he tells his following, we hit that 7 billion.
we doing
following.
this. Yeah.
One night, you can make enough money to retire. You see?
Literally.
Okay, so that's the realistic situation, is because
And that's what I was talking about.
You got the
Yeah,
perfect
value
storm.
market that you're targeting.
Exactly, you got a perfect storm right now because of the COVID virus. So many people at home, but they bored as hell.
Because they can't go nowhere or
Can't
they're
go nowhere.
afraid.
And
Well-
you can only watch so much YouTube and so much, TV. But you come out, hey, the game is coming out from Vegas, baby. Check it out. $4.99.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But the game don't have to do nothing but come here to win ValTV network, right?
That's
And
it.
he ain't got to be worried about catching no virus or anything, because there's going to be one person in here. Everett's going to run the system. Joe run the system. So he ain't worried about catching any virus, right? But the
Exactly.
world get to see him.
They
right?
still get to see the performance.
Shit. Yeah, and then see, all of us got a little older, right? Gang, when he was younger, man, we used to run, you know what I'm saying? But now he's got kids, right?
Right.
And his kids now gonna say, my pop, man, and stuff, watch him live, my pop, right? Your kid would like holler, man, like, hey, and stuff. So I'm saying it's a different terminology right now. The terminology is to make money out of the things you do best, right?
That's the name of the game.
Hey, let's talk about the billion marketing.
Okay, so let's go back. How we talk about marketing, how this thing works and stuff is that one of the guys that I have has 7 billion followers. 7 billion. So we teamed together, okay, my engineering and his his marketing to 1 billion people. And Val, of course, ValTV, she's legendary and stuff, you know, in the game. So we all coming together to become the next powerhouse. Okay?
Exactly.
See, let me tell you, Facebook started with a picture. $1 trillion company. We started with media that's way above Facebook.
Than what they had. Exactly.
And so Facebook is going to go out like you remember was Square was that then it disappeared before Facebook and all that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
and stuff,
well,
you know.
what's
MySpace.
MySpace.
We don't hear MySpace anymore.
No.
And so
So
the younger kids are in Snapchat, right? We do it all. We can be on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all of it. But we are pay-per-view network. And I want you to think outside the box. I want you to slowly think out the box. See, a long time ago, when I was growing up, we had a black and white TV. So you don't remember these days, bro. I'm gonna go back.
I just looked this good. Black don't crack, man.
But I'm going to bring it to you. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
I was watching UFA TV, VHS TV and stuff, and it was all free. And somebody came and said, you know what? I'm going to charge you to watch TV. Fuck you. I'm excuse me. Forget you. Why would I pay to watch TV?
Yeah.
And then HBO came out because I'm bringing you content that nobody else can give you. That's us.
Right now.
We're HBO of the internet, bro. You understand?
I get it.
Everybody out there throwing out your YouTube free stuff. We come in and gonna change the game, bro, just like HBO did. But we badass. We come in with 7 billion followers, right?
I'm glad I got this being recorded right now because that's the motivational speech that we need every day when you wake up. This is what it's about. He made it simple.
This is reality. Ain't no damn motivation speech. I'm making it real to you, okay? Real that you can comprehend back in the day when you had your little antennas and stuff to get the signal in and it was free. But when the cable came in and said, you're going to pay, now you walk in everybody's house. What do you say? Cable box. Now what's going on with the cable box? Streaming media is replacing all that shit. I keep on streaming media.
Curve on innovation.
Okay, because I want you to understand, the cable company's going to reach a certain area, right? You got Cox that reach a certain area, but streaming reaches the world. So all the big cable TV companies are going to streaming. That's what Netflix is. That's a powerhouse. Do you remember when Netflix started? They started sending out videos in the mail. People was laughing at that.
Yeah.
Now they're a powerhouse.
Yeah.
Okay, we are going to be dominant as a media company, as a powerhouse. But we're going to make them look. We're going to make them look like kids playing when we get done. Okay. No, I ain't laughing, bro.
I believe you.
I'm being straight up with you. Okay. I come from the old school. I don't know my accent might speak you, but I'm going to tell you, man. I come from the old. I used to be a gang nigga in Northwood Project, Chief.
And the what project?
Northwood Project. When y'all talking about
what's
the
Northwood?
Northwood is Huntsville, Alabama.
In Huntsville.
Yeah. See, back when you was growing up being Crips and Bloods, see, I was with right after the Panthers. That was me. So I'm going back to real shit. Okay, that you can relate to, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what I'm telling you is not coming from a corporate idea. It's coming from reality. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So we're going to change the game. You can be in it or you can be out of it. You know what I'm saying? You need to talk this and sign something with her and be in it. Talk is cheap. Reality is real. When we're in the project, real, right?
Yeah.
Straight up. So this is a game, man. But it's a serious game. It's about making the money. Okay? I'm being straight up with you. So I'm going to leave it like that, man. I'm out, man. I can give you said a pep talk. That's not a pep talk. It's reality I'm talking about.
No, it's the reality, but I think it was motivational.
Thank you, man.
It motivated me.
All right.
Absolutely. That's what it's about.
Don't take it like it's just a no. It motivated me.
That was very good. That's remarkable. I thank you for that. Yeah, because I think more people have to learn how to actually, go out there and get it and make sure that, they're on the scene, boots on the ground.
That's right. So the conclusion to this here is that once you hit this button, I'm going to tell you a story about how this button, okay? When you hit this turn red, you live around the world, okay? But this button is very powerful because they can hear everything you're saying when you hit that button. So I'm going to tell you, I was up in Northern California and stuff. We had, me and my piece had Fantasy Studio up in Northern, right out in Berkeley. You know where Telegraph come out, Berkeley right there. We had a studio, huge, big place. And we was going to sign a deal with Michael Jackson for 50, as he's touring, we were going to stream the live video into the theater. Palm Hotel, we had the Britain Theaters come in with us, right? I'm telling you, this is a real learning lesson and shit, because this is real. Okay. So we was also like an A&R label. People come up to sign with us and stuff, be a label. So this guy flew up from LA, and we sitting here, he's playing his music. And Michael Jackson is down right here at the Palm Hotel at the Brin Theater on the big screen, right? And we used to leave our cameras audio on because to prove the concept, right? This guy said, if Michael Jackson would be listening to get with me with my music, he won't be molesting kids. Michael Jackson was listening to it. So I'm saying, the moral of what I'm telling you right now, when you see that red on, it's like you walk into the recording studio. Don't say anything, don't do anything, because it's live. And you never know who's watching you and stuff. We lost a multi-million-dollar deal with Michael Jackson. He said, we couldn't explain this is a guy. All he knew that this guy was in our building, and he had his kids in the theater, because it went in the theater. Okay? So I'm saying, if and when you work with us, if you ever see that red button on, be careful what you say, because you don't know who's listening. We lost a huge deal. And Michael Jackson, unfortunately, died about 2 weeks after that. And stuff. So this is not a game, man. This is real and stuff. It could break or make your career. It can do a lot of stuff. So I'm just telling you, that's just one reality that happened to me. I can go into other details, but that's just serious and stuff. So anyway, it's about making the money, man. Nothing funny but making the money. Straight up. Anyway, that's it. I'm done.
A mouthful.
All right. They call me D-Mac. That's my Danny Boy back in my day.
Which Danny Boy?
Danny Boy.
The producer?
No, that's what you
That's his name. So tell us a little about your project.
All right. So, which one you wanted to talk
The one
about
you was
specifically, streaming or the documentary?
The documentary. You was telling me that when you're with your ideas for today.
All right, man, I'm starting to get exhausted. But all right. So the documentary, to even get there first, you don't get me until you get the gang subculture, right? My mom was a hustler. She ran the Big House, which was the biggest booking joint in South Central Los Angeles at that time, black owned booking joint or whatever. And my dad was one of the founders of the Bloods, cool. LA Brims, right? So it goes, you start there or whatever, and then pretty much want to make sure that you get an understanding of how you got here. Everybody sees, he ended up in prison, he ended up shot up, he ended up dead, and from the outside, that's all they're seeing. But how did it get to that point? You know what I'm saying? What things helped weave the path that he went, and what did it take for him to come full circle and get on the straight and narrow? But so that's the gist of it. But the gangbanger, that's pretty much who I was. A gangbanger, bank robber. Went to federal prison for conspiracy to bank robbery. At 22 years old, I was orchestrating bank heists, right? Armed bank heists, not pass the note and heat, like Tarantino, rifles, and you know what I'm saying? That's what we were doing. I got told on, I went to the Fed for 10 years, 22, till I was, I got out, I was doing music again. Because I started doing music in 98. I registered with ASCAP, my company, in 2003, right? So you're saying about 17 years I've been with ASCAP. But the bank robbery in the prison, the politics, prison riot, I told you we got the footage on that. A lot of footage, it's like 17 cameras. And I was later charged for assault on 2 federal correctional officers. One had a broken nose, the other one had tore his meniscus, but he said I uppercutted him. All bullshit, right? I'm not saying I wouldn't do nothing like that to somebody or hurt somebody if, as a last repercussion, but we were in a riot with inmates. It had nothing to do with the police, but it was just a systemic, that's just the systemic motor operandi. Systematically, they're at fault. The blacks were attacked. They ran in a guy's cell, and drug deal going bad. But we don't have nothing to do with the drug deal, and nothing that got to do with it. But in there is, you got blacks, you got whites, and you don't put your hands on another race or nothing like that, because they're definitely not going to let that happen with theirs, right? So they went big wig and ran in his cell, stabbing him up. He stabbed the first guy in the neck, almost killed him. But after that, you got 6 guys in your cell, a little 6x9, and then you got 40 Hispanic inmates in front of the door. It's a hit. Now we coming to try to help you. We got to get past 40 guys to get in here to help with 60. I know you want to get back to your family.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I want to get back to my family the same way I'm trying to serve, accept responsibility for my actions, pay my debt to society, and get back to my family.
Yeah.
So that we got the same objective, and it went bad. But it was that riot. We got the fire extinguisher. The police ran out the unit. So when he ran out, I seen the office door open. I ran and got the fire extinguisher, and I sprayed or whatever. So we got 17 cameras of that event.
Mm-hmm.
The officers later had me charged for assault on federal correctional officers, federal charge, indictment,
Wow.
to face 20 more years in prison. And come to find out, I beat it in trial. The jurors found out what really happened. They was bullshit. I should have sued. And it was traumatizing. You know what I'm saying? So it's that incident. Right after that, I was transferred to Florence, Colorado. It wasn't no better. Guy was killed. If you Google Florence, USP Florence, April 20th, 2008. It was 420, but that's also Hitler's birthday.
Mm-hmm.
So the Nazi lowriders, Aryan Brotherhood, they were out there drunk and fuck niggers and like, you know what I'm saying? That situation went 29-minute riot. Over 400 rounds from the 223s, Mini 14, 223 spray, 16 people shot, 2 people killed. You know what I'm saying? After that, they locked me down. Like, I'm to blame. Because the first situation, which later on I was acquitted of by trial, that was one of the reasons they did it. And then the second one, they saying, oh, you everywhere you go, it seems like this is a repetitive scenes. You're doing this, you're doing that. But both times it was forced. This time, y'all attacking the black. I want to make sure this dude get home to his family also. I would hope that he would assist and try to help save me because the cops are gone. The correctional officers ran out. So if we didn't go there, he would have died. And the jurors believed that exact point. You know what I'm saying? When I testified. The other one, we lost a guy. And then the white guys lost a guy.